we will discuss graphics and Wolfram language. So we'll draw different type of graphics. There are four main commands that we'll use. The first one is graphics, and graphics takes one parameter. The parameter that takes is the object we would like to draw. So if I want to draw a circle, for example, I just say circle, open, close, square bracket, and then I'll get a circle on the screen. The other object that I can draw, if I say graphics again, I can draw polygon. So regular polygon is the command that I need to use, and then I need to pass the number of sides. So if I do 3, for example, I will get a triangle. If I change it to 4, I get a square. I do 5, and so on. I can do even 7 or more than that. So it keeps changing like that. Now, one thing, if you want to change the color of this object, there is a command called style. So style will require passing two parameters. One is the object that you want to draw, and then the color you want to give it. So I want to draw regular polygon, okay, and I will make it 5, and comma, I want it to be red, okay. This one will not draw anything because I'm not using the command graphics. So I need to come at the beginning and say graphics with S, open bracket, close bracket. So this one now is doing two things. One is drawing the polygon for me, and also it's changing its style or color to red. So these are the two parameters in the style. One is the object, and the other thing is the color you want to do. And then this all goes inside the command graphic. So we see now command graphic. There is another one to draw 3D graphics. So if I want to do 3D graphics, I can say graphics again, 3D. And now I can send a 3D object. The object can I do? There are sphere, again, it's a 3D object. And now the 3D object sphere came. Good thing, once you draw it, you can interact with it and rotate it and do things like that. Let's do another one. We'll do a cone. So graphics 3D, and I'll do cone here, and now open bracket, close bracket, and run it. Now here is the cone. Now we're good. You can see now we can rotate it to different angles. We do whatever I want to do. Just you need to click inside. So these are now the main two commands so far we have used, and one is more style. The main one is graphic. We did draw two objects. The other one is the 3D graphics 3D, and we use style to change the color. Okay. Now if I want to draw many objects on the screen, okay, with different polygons, yeah, I need many polygons with different sides. So how I can do that? There's a command, if you remember, we used before called table. So table take two things. One, the first one is the expression that I use, expression that I'm going to use, and the second one is a range of values that I'm going to use. I'll show you what I mean by here. So if I say x plus 2 here, this is the expression. I wanted to calculate x plus 2, comma, and I will say x value will be from 1 to 5. Notice these values are lists, so they put between two braces. If I do and run this one, basically I'll get a list that has a 3, 4, 5, y, because x here is 1, and 1 plus 2 became 3, second time x is 2, and 2 plus 2 is 4, and so on. The same thing we can apply to graphics. How we can do that? If we say table, and now let's draw a graphics, say graphics, and we will draw a regular polygon with value n. Notice I'm using a variable here called n. So the value of that polygon is changing. It is n. Okay. Okay. Then I will say this n. Sorry, this I don't need. So this n is changing from 3 to 7. So what I did, I passed to that table expression or an object that I want to draw, which is graphics regular, and I need to close the bracket here. So this is the object I'm doing. This line I usually use it to draw a polygon. Yeah, that's it. But the only difference, I made a variable here instead of fixed side. I made a variable, and then I give values for the variables here from 3 to 7. If I do this and press Shift Enter, I'll get all those different objects coming on the screen, as you can see. Now what I can do, if I have so many objects, it will fill my screen. It will be difficult to manage. How I can represent it in a more interactive way? So there is a command called manipulate. If I change table, let's just copy this one as it is and come down here and change table to manipulate. Sorry, M should be capital. That's the manipulate. Okay, and now if I run it, what I'll get this one. This is an interactive. Why? Because I have a line here that I can change. When I change this line, the number of sides change. And see, it's not changing as a fixed value, it's changing as a real value. So it keeps changing. And the X here, if you click on and play, it will rotate and do different things. So that we have done. Now what if I want to change the color of this object and make them come with a different colors on the screen? How I can do that? Again, the same. If I'll go to the table, let's use just the table because it's easier to work on the table, and then we can. Now if I want to add color, as you remember, we had style here that changed the color, and after that object we had something for the color. We'll put here C, for example. Okay, so now we have two variables. One is the number of sides, and the other one is the color. We provided the range for the number of sides. We need to provide the range of the number of colors. So comma C, and C is a color, and we're going to use red, green for that one. So it's not really a number. We're not going to say from 1 to 5, 1 to 7. So we're going to use that. So we need another list inside the list, and we can put here red, blue, green, and so on. Then we close this bracket, close this one. Now if you do this, you will get objects with those different colors coming in the screen. If I change this to manipulate and run it, I'll get the same thing, but here I can change the color from here. So you can run it, and then while it's running, you keep changing the color. So that basically the basics of the graphics. You can do more and you learn on your own. Look at the documentation, but we learn only 5 commands, we can say. Graphics 3D, style to change the color, but style can be used to change the font, change many things, not only the color. Table and manipulate. For the object, we use circle, regular polygon, and sphere and cone. That's what we use. So I hope you find this video useful. Thank you for listening.